Hey, it's currently 8:51 p.m. and I just got done with calling my dad. It was a good 6 to 7 minute conversation. My dad's birthday is next week. And next week it'll be Columbus Day. 4-day weekend, hooray! I like school, but I also like to play on the computer. And besides, I'm working on a secret comic at school. It's about this guy named Bob who keeps getting fired. So yeah, he keeps getting fired, and well, you'll just have to wait and see until I'm done, which will be at the end of the school year because, well, I want to add to it. I wonder how many different jobs I'll manage to get done. I'm also making all sorts of interesting PowerPoints in tech class, since there's no major projects yet. Another thing is that in Spanish class, we're watching plenty of YouTube videos that are teaching me in the class plenty of good things. Social studies English, and social studies English, and social studies and English are the classes where I'm in the room I first enter in. I see we've got quite a few shakes, though the number basically doesn't matter anymore. And in fact, the only reason I continue to do these is so that someone stumbled upon this on YouTube, in the case that this thing right here is destroyed forever. Because at one point Jeff Kennedy is just gonna completely get rid of this thing. He doesn't have infinite bandwidth on his website, you know. In fact, I'm sure he has a pretty limited amount. Actually, I should be checking Pop Tropica right now. Or maybe I should be checking for any Under Judgment Newgrounds submissions. You know that maybe Under Judgment, so I can get more saves, I'm currently a NG policeman. I want to earn a more respectable rank in the NG police force. Not that I've successfully managed to join that yet. In fact, I haven't taken even a single step in joining the NG police squad, but I'm a bit of a police officer. Hooray, sneak peek! It won't be the same. What do you think they're fighting over? Oh, ho ho! Another sneak peek. And this one is different. Not the same family life thing I've seen twice already. Congratulations! Dog 8 has just proven to be a little different from the series. Well, not really, since there's always been some sort of fighting. Eventually, Greg Heffley will be just like me, going from middle school. Eventually, Greg Heffley will have to make the jump from middle school to high school. Whether Jeff Kennedy decides to make that kind of move or not, in order to be able to continue the series, that'll be totally up to him. Or maybe he'll make up some kind of excuse to make Greg Heffley stay in middle school. Like, maybe he'll make him fail the big test. Maybe he'll make him fail the finals, so he has to repeat the grade, then take summer school. But really, another thing is the age thing. Eventually, you think that Greg Heffley would get too old. I mean, am I right? There's also some beef stroganoff that I could be eating. I could check. There's also some beef stroganoff I could be looking for. But really, yep, Greg Heffley. At this point, Diary of a Wimpy Kid has proven to be quite a success for Jeff Kenny. I'm very confident that if it weren't for Diary of a Wimpy Kid, I'd be lucky to know anything about Jeff Kenny. Not really. Actually, not really, because he also made Poptropica. So, another sneak peek, will it be the same thing? Yeah, that's the one I've seen at least twice now. That's why I'm gonna make these updates a little more frequent now. Click, nothing happens. I'm gonna make these updates a tad bit more frequent now. Just because of those sneak peeks. And also because I want to, well, I might want to string all of these together to make one big supercut. The only supercut I have so far would be of the Dan Hamming series. I'm planning on making another supercut on this month. Not sure which time of this month, but the Dan Hamming supercuts are basically just an excuse to, well, again, I've already seen that one. You may not want to, well, you may not want to do too many of these sneak peeks, or make these updates too frequent, because it can get pretty boring. Especially when you realize that, well, Manny doesn't seem anymore. No one's aging. If Jeff Kenny wants it, if Jeff Kenny wants to make the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series make sense, maybe he could make Grammy get a little older. I know she's 95 years old, but maybe make her 96. I'm just saying that maybe the characters should actually show that they're aging. Since, well, I guarantee there's at least one appearance of Fragley in every Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. And whenever he says anything, because he rarely appears, it's memorable. He's one of those far and few type of characters, but whenever you see him, oh ho, you know that it's going to be memorable. For example, in the third wheel, he appeared with Ruby Bird. This other time, he got a Student of the Week bumper sticker. And another time, the only major role Fragley has ever played was when he was when Greg Heffley had a sleepover with Fragley in the original Diary of a Wimpy Kid. The first 3 Diary of a Wimpy Kids are some of the most memorable ones. I can confirm that there's only 2 sneak peeks. But as this timer dips lower and lower, there'll be more sneak peeks. I'm not sure whether Jeff Kenny is actually still working on the series or is just waiting. Anyway, it's currently 9 p.m. exactly, and I guess I better get out of here because, well, truth is, I don't want to, well, I just want to finish this update, I guess. Anyway, till next time, and I hope you enjoyed this Doak 8 update. Well, I've actually called it a Greg's Crystal Ball update. That's what the title says anyway, without the update part. Till next time.